I'm Naya with Families in Transition. Welcome to Protect the Innocent. Today I want to take a moment. I felt compelled to do this recording because does victims really escape? Think about that for a moment. As you can see, I don't have any cards in my hand, so this recording was not something that I had in mind to do. I just felt compelled to do it. Because just think for a moment, does victims really escape human trafficking? Some of this is going to sound repetitive from my previous recordings, but I need to say this. I need to get this out for social media to hear and see those that are victims, those that are trafficking people. Human trafficking is a very, very ugly monster. It devours. It doesn't care. It does not care. It's like a stray bullet. It just hits who it will. It targets who it wants. Has no preferences. Has no fetishes. Just doesn't care. Doesn't care how old you are. 2 years old, 22 years old, 42 years old. It does not care. What are the traumas that these victims face on a daily basis? Their enormity of life that they try to sustain still has terrors, still has traumas, still has monsters and demons that they have to deal with daily. Sometimes they never really escape. Sometimes they're able to go through therapy and put some of the traumas behind them. The addictions, the thoughts, the dreams, the day-to-day life, the smells that they smell from trauma, the music that they may hear and deal with that brings the trauma, the things that they see that they may deal with that brings trauma. You just don't ever know. Does victims really escape? You have a 15-year-old that was kidnapped and trafficked, and she was rescued 2 years after she was kidnapped. She committed suicide at 15. So did she have some type of normal life? Well, maybe just a little bit in the 2 years that she was set free, supposedly. What about a 17-year-old that commits suicide at 41? And I'm not going to say these people's names. I was going to read an article about the 41-year-old, but I'm not going to. Her family is grieving. Both families are grieving. It's tragic that someone has to take their lives because they can't escape. They can't escape. There's no way out. The 41-year-old was a mother of 3, and her kids are left here to deal with not only the traumas that she may have gone through in front of them, but the news, the tabloids, all the things that they'll have to see and read about as they grow up into adults. What their mother had to endure as a 17-year-old through her up until her 41-year-old life ended. Does victims really escape? Just think about it. The normal lives that we live every day, your kids may have a 2-parent home, They may have everything that they want at their fingertips. Do they feel loved though? Do they feel neglected in any way? Are they on social platforms seeking and searching for that attention that they desire to have at home and they're not receiving it? Have a relationship with your children, with their grandchildren. They may be, you may think that they feel loved, but they may not think that they are getting all that they want and need as a child, as a teenager. Just think about it, guys. Life is short. We have people that are trafficking babies, 2 years old, never know what real life is, normal life even exists. Never know. They never know because they're always being trafficked. Human trafficking, labor trafficking, sex trafficking. Human trafficking is terrible. What monsters do you know? What are they doing? Day to day, this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's number 3 in the United States. You have drugs, you have guns, you have sex trafficking. Those 3 go hand in hand because each one of them needs each one of them to survive. Victims of trafficking generally are addicted to some type of substance because they have to use some type of substance to be sex trafficked every day. Generally, labor trafficking doesn't have you addicted to anything because they just slave you to death. You don't have time to eat or breathe. You just work around the clock, night and day. The only break that you get is when you lay down to go to sleep, and that's very little to minimum of sleep. There's starvation. You don't have nutrition. You're malnutrition. You're not getting a nutrition meal every day. It's terrible. These monsters they don't care. And when you start to look into who is trafficking victims, well, you got P. Diddy on the scenes right now, right? How long has he been doing it? Who knows? He has kids. He has girls. Does that matter? No, it doesn't. But these are girls that are going to face trauma because of what their dad has done. The list goes on. There's plenty of stars out here trafficking victims every single day. Every single day. The tragedy that these victims endure, it just leaves you speechless. What can you really say or do to help a victim of trafficking? Think about it. Does the victim really escape? Know your neighbors. Love your community. Know your community. Love one another. Thanks for watching. Until next time, like, subscribe, and share. If you're in trouble or you know someone that's in trouble, please contact Families in Transition at 870-732-4077. The national hotline at 888-373-7888. Or you can scan this QR code for CASA's website.